You may or may have not noticed that Google has been issuing you a few messages about your Google My Business accounts. And one thing you might notice is that it is now a Google business profile, which means that you get this different view on Google when you go in. So let's look at what happens here. When I go in and open up Google, I get this, right? And what I can do here, instead of the Mickey Mouse way we used to have to go into Google My Business, which was always a bit complicated, all you've got to do is make sure that your Google account over here is the correct account. Now, if I go in it with the incorrect account, there's a reason why I'm using this account rather than FAQ Business to show you this, because this one here I actually manage under a Gmail email address, not that particular email address. If I type in here, Jane Tweedy Consulting Services, what you'll see is a normal listing. Okay, there's a few extra bits and pieces on here from my SEO tools, but what you'll see, and ignore some of these numbers because they're just not right at the moment, obviously, because clearly LinkedIn has more than 0 visits. But anyway, so what we see here is Jane Tweedy Consulting Services homepage and stuff, which is what we would typically expect to see. If we scroll down on the side here, you can see my Google My Business listing, and it looks just like it always has. The difference is when I actually log in to that business account using my correct Google account. So if I go to the Google account I used to manage that business with and then do the same search, Jane Tweedy Consulting, we'll see that things change a little bit. And what we're seeing here, for a start, somebody's targeting my business with an ad. How rude. But what we'll see down here is we have the same Google My Business listing with a few differences in here. And what you'll notice is this piece here. You manage this business profile. You may have noticed these messages coming out from Google, basically telling you that you can operate your Google business profile, which is what Google My Business is now called, because, how many times do they want to change the name? It was Google Local, Google Places, and it just keeps changing its name. So it's been Google My Business, and now we have gone to Google Business Profile. So the current Google My Business web and phone apps will continue to work until sometime in 2022. They haven't given us an exact date yet, but this is all changing. Up the top here, when you go in, ignoring that silly ad, when you go in here, this is what you're going to see at the top of the page. And clearly we can see here, only managers of the profile can see this. So only I can see this. You can't see this when you go in. You'll just see the normal, here's my web address and stuff, and here is my Google My Business listing. So if we come up the top here, what we can see here is that there is the normal kind of things you might have seen in your Google My Business. Things like complete profile, add updates, get reviews. We can go straight to all the buttons here. So we can go promote, and then we can go into things like add a photo. So I can just go and add a photo straight from here. So you notice I didn't have to log in to Google My Business. I can go straight from here. So that definitely has some advantages. So I can do the things I was doing before. I can add photos, I can add an offer, I can add an event, I can add an update. So I can do all those things I was doing before on Google My Business, but I'm doing it directly here. I don't have to go into anything. I don't have to log in. This is a quick and dirty of the changes that are happening within Google My Business, which is now Google Business Profile. I will do a full complete update of it coming up, just to let you know how to manage your accounts and things like that. But I thought I'd just do a quick and dirty at the moment, which I'll stick at the top of my business listing information for Google My Business on my website. But also I will just put this on the socials so that you can see what's happening in this world. So obviously there's all the information stuff is in here. So it's very similar to before. It's just a slightly different way of accessing it. Keep an eye out for your change where Google My Business becomes Google Business Profile.